Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing my August senior year bullet journal setup. Whew, that is a lot to say. Okay, so I will say that I am filming this intro like a long time after I've already filmed like actual August setup. It's currently September right now, so this video is coming out a little late just because I got caught up with a lot of school things and stuff, so I do apologize for the lateness. I hope you guys can still like take inspiration from it and use it maybe for like another month or something, like whatever floats your boat. I will explain the theme a little bit later on in the video. Again, I don't know if you guys watched the like actual senior year bullet journal like initial setup video. If you did, my intro for that video was really long and I kind of like yapped about like what the journal meant to me and whatnot. I'm not going to do all that now, but I will say the theme is personalized as I intend it to be for each month of senior year. But yeah, I think that's essentially it. I mean, again, just another apology for the video being kind of late, but like I think the theme came out super cute and I hope you guys love it too. Okay, let's get started. So I'm gonna be honest, the theme for this month is really random. I decided to go for bees and apples. Now, I know you're probably like, what the heck? Why would you do that? That's such a random theme idea. Yeah, I know it is. One thing that I vowed to do like at the very beginning of my journal was to make each month's theme super personal and relevant to me. Like I really want each theme to represent something that's like happening to me in that month or just something important, you know? And I can't really explain the relevance of bees just yet. I probably will be able to in the future, but it definitely has some relevance that only maybe like me and my sister would get, but like it has relevance. And apples, honestly, it's back to school season. I really wanted to incorporate that somehow, and like it's also like my last year in high school, you know, so I was kind of like, oh, like back to school, apples, like I don't know, man. You get the vibe I'm putting down? I hope you do. Also, just like might be a me personally thing, but August is such a fruit month for me. I always find myself doing fruit themes in August, so like I felt like I had to incorporate that somehow, so I decided to do apples, and overall I think it came out super cute. I just did little doodles. I mean, I feel like they're all pretty easy to follow along. If you guys want like a tutorial on it, I obviously can make that, but again, it's pretty simple. I will say the overall like theme of this is super simple. Like usually my journals are pretty artsy. I wouldn't say they're like super maximalistic, but like I do usually go for like heavier doodles and just like I focus on filling the page and making things really aesthetic. And this time it's very different for me because I feel like this looks pretty minimalistic compared to like all my old journal spreads. But overall, I think it came out pretty cute. And you will see that throughout the spread, like the overall like setup came out pretty minimalistic compared to what I would usually do just because of the theme. And I also will say that I did use a Pinterest inspiration picture for the cover page. I found like a picture of something that was kind of similar to what I wanted, and I think it came out super cute. I will put that picture in the description box in case you guys wanted to see the original. Now on the left side of my cover page, I'm making my playlist spread. This is my favorite spread to do always. I'm a huge music lover and I listen to so much new music every month, so it's really fun for me to be able to document that. So I have a little playlist spread and I think I did 12 boxes. I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't remember the exact measurement of like the boxes, but overall it came out super cute. I've done this spread before, like this exact layout. It's super cutesy. You just kind of make it look like a Spotify, like when you play a song on Spotify, you kind of just make it look like that. Like you have the little bar with the dot you can slide to where you want to listen to the music. You have the like pause play sign and the skip and rewind stuff, so super cute. I also just have a little be happy quote at the bottom, like super simple, but it filled the space and I think it was super cute. And I just have the same 3 doodles basically throughout the spread. I have the bee, the apple, the little leaf, and the little like shinies, you know, the little sparkles. But yeah, overall super cute. And if you guys want to see me like actually fill the spread, I totally can. I didn't fill it yet because I usually wait till August ends to do the playlist spread so that I can like document how much like all the music I listen throughout the month, and I pick like my favorite songs and stuff. Now the next spread is our usual monthly calendar. I'm pretty sure I did 6x6 boxes. I will say that I messed up on one of the boxes. I think you can kind of tell it's the 3rd box on the left page, like the 3rd column. I made it an extra space too big, and honestly I was just too lazy to fix it and redo it. Like I thought that like fixing all of that for one space would just not be worth it, so I just left it as it is. And then I have a little box next to it, next to the overall calendar. That is my next month box. It's really helpful for me to have like space where I can put events that I know are happening next month, and I have a little space for that so that I can transfer them to the next month's calendar when I do the September setup. So I do that every month. It was really helpful in my last setup, or in my last like journal. I have another little quote, except this isn't like an actual for real quote. This is something that kind of, as I said before, it will only make sense to me and probably my sister, but like, trust, it has relevance, and I know that might be kind of like good for you guys because you guys are like, what the heck does that mean? But like, again, I'm trying to make this journal super relevant to me and super personal, so I think like me looking back at this journal, I'll look at that and I'll laugh. So super cute. And just the same doodles throughout: the bee, the leaf, the apple. Very cute. Again, I will also try to put the all the materials I use in the description. I used 5 markers. I actually used a ballpoint pen. Usually I use like a fine liner, but I used a ballpoint pen, and I used 2 washi tapes for the entire spread. Now this next page is my mood tracker. Again, usually I do more artsy mood trackers, more like maximalistic ones, but honestly, since I only have 3 doodles and like a very minimalistic color palette, I thought like there wasn't really a super creative mood tracker I could do, so I just did a basic wheel mood tracker. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I hate these. These are a pain to make because you have to like do the proper measurements to get every single like box, you know, especially if it's like a month like August where there's 31 days and you have to like account for that when you make it. And my boxes never come out even. Like, you can literally see how uneven the boxes are. Some of them are way smaller than others, but honestly, it's fine. It's like a really simple spread. It takes a little longer to do just because of like the wheel and the circle and stuff, but as long as you find like a good like object to use to like trace around, it's pretty simple. I use the jar of like a huge thing of Aquaphor for the big circle and a little washi tape for the middle circle. And then I just did the header with the same font as like the cover page, and then I wrote in my little key, and those are the colors I decided to use for that. I mean, it's the same colors from throughout this like page, just in that order. And I usually do 5 moods. You can do like 2 or 3 or however much you want, but I like having a wide key of moods to do. And then I just did the same little doodles, and it came out super simple but super cute, and it'll be way more colorful and pretty after it's all filled up. Now, this next page is something that I've actually never done before in previous journals, but I saw this on Pinterest and I thought the idea was super cute and I thought I had to do it. So this is a highlights of the month page. Now essentially, I just did 2 lines per day and I split it up into 2 different columns, and essentially you just write the highlight of your day. It's that simple. It's kind of like along the lines of gratitude journal, like gratitude page, except you're just writing like your favorite part of the day. I thought this was super cute because like in the grand scheme of things, like imagine having like your favorite memory of every single day of senior year, because I'm going to be doing this page every month. Like, that would be so fun to read through in the future. So I think that page is super cute, and it's also really simple to do. This next page is my usual habit tracker. I decided to do a different layout than I've done in any of my past journals. Usually I do more like square kind of habit trackers, but this time I decided to do like rows. I thought it would be cuter. I don't know. I thought it would be more like minimalistic. I thought it would kind of like go along with the whole like minimalistic thing we've got going on. I also just kind of wanted to do something different, and I saw it on Pinterest and I thought it was cute. As you can tell, I use Pinterest so much, especially for journaling. I have a huge Pinterest board of like 400 pins just for journaling saved. I love Pinterest, let me just say. It's not sponsored, but I love Pinterest. Yeah, so this spread is super simple to make. Again, I don't have the exact measurements off the top of my head, but you just have to make sure you have at least 16 spaces and 2 rows for like every day of August, since August has 31 days. So obviously my habits kind of change per month, especially because now is summer, so my summer habits are a lot different than my school habits. I think I'll have less habits when school starts. Right now I just have a bunch of like school studying, like getting ready for school related things, so I have 8 different habits to track right now, and I might change that around during school. But obviously you guys can do whatever habits you find are best. These are the ones I like to track, especially for summertime. And also I did the like usual little doodles afterwards. Now this next page is my sleep tracker. This page is super easy to set up. I will say this is the page that I always like struggle the most to like keep up with, because if I even miss like 2 days, I have to like think back to when I slept. It's like kind of crazy, but this one is definitely more simple because it takes up a lot of space. So I just kind of have the header doodles, and besides that I just have the like actual boxes. In the little box at the top, like top row, I have like 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., or like, you know, I have the like actual times. And then in the left column, I have the dates. So I have 1 to 2 so that I know that it's the sleep that I get between the August 1st and August 2nd. That just like helps me sometimes, because sometimes my brain like doesn't process that when I'm like just trying to journal quickly. But yeah, that spread is super simple to do. So if you guys want exact measurements, let me know. I'll totally make a video on it. Now this next page is basically just like a to-do list for the whole month. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I really don't use weekly spreads because during school time, like the only thing I really need scheduling for is school, and just like this journaling with school has never worked out for me because I just don't have the time to keep up with it. Because I usually I've like switched not this year, but like throughout high school I've switched to using Notion for school. So I just like having my bullet journal for personal stuff, just like maybe like things I need to do, like clean my room and do laundry and stuff, like super simple. So I think usually those to-do lists are smaller and don't need a page. So I just made 5 boxes, 1 for each week of August, and I'm just gonna like use that space to fill in whatever I need to do for this month. So it's super simple, super cute, and really functional for me. Again, I'm really trying to like go heavy on functionality and relevance. So I know I've yapped a lot, but this has been like a pretty fast-paced video, but let's get on to the little flip through. Again, the spread came out super minimalistic, but really, really cute. Like, I'm kind of obsessed with it. I definitely think next month I'm gonna have to refresh and do something a little more like artsy, something with more color, something with more like personality, but I really did like how minimalistic and cute this one came out, and most importantly, in my opinion, to me, it's super relevant to me right now, so which hopefully you guys will get in the future. But yeah, that's essentially it. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me for this setup. I hope you guys have an amazing month. Bye!